Viewer discretion is advised.
Boom, perfect timing.
Juan Vasquez, a resident of the Conway Forest apartment complex in Orlando, Florida, became the subject of a false firearm accusation. A maintenance worker at the apartment complex called 911 and falsely claimed to have seen Juan Vasquez with a firearm after hearing yelling near apartment 214. Responding officers from the Orlando Police Department included Lieutenant Nick Collins and Officer Sebastian Shields. Upon arrival, Lieutenant Collins confronted Mr. Vasquez, issued aggressive commands, and escalated the encounter without conducting a proper investigation. Mr. Vasquez, who was cooperative and unarmed, was forcibly detained. Despite no firearm being found, Lieutenant Collins used unjustified physical force during the arrest, causing injury to Mr. Vasquez's left elbow and aggravating his pre-existing back and neck injuries. Officer Shields, under the direction of Lieutenant Collins, placed Mr. Vasquez under arrest for 2 counts of resisting an officer without violence. In July of 2025, I had the opportunity to interview Juan Vasquez about his first-time experience being arrested and jailed. What he shared with me about his ordeal with the police was deeply disturbing. Here's what he had to say.
My name is Juan Vasquez. I'm Dominican. I was raised in New York. I moved to Florida about 9 years ago. I've been working for this private company, a wine company. And I just decided to just move out here just to, live a different life that I was living in New York. So I've been living in my apartment complex for like about 6 years now, and I never had any issues with anybody. Never had any complaints, everything was on point, rent on point, everything. About a year ago, a new tenant moved above me. I live on the 2nd floor. They moved on to the 3rd floor. And ever since they moved, they were making a ton of noise, like back and forth. They were bouncing basketball, lifting weights, dropping with the weights on the floor. So typically what we do is just grab a broom and just hit the ceiling to let them know, hey man, you are overdoing it. You need to slow down. But they kept on doing it, and they were doing it for a pretty long time. So I did the right thing, going to the office, let them know, hey man, these people are just making, they just too many disturbance. They, I can't sleep. They, it's been 6 o'clock in the morning. They wake me up. It's almost 9 o'clock at night. They still making noises. I need you guys to do something. And I did that like about 5 times. Like I went to the office about 5 times, but then they never did anything. They never did anything. So on that day, on March 28th, I don't know what happened that day, that they were just like, they didn't care. I suffered an injury at work that I was out of work from about 2 months. I wasn't working for about 2 months because due to my injury. So that's when everything started bothering me a lot more, because I was home more time than usual. So on that day, I couldn't just take it anymore. So what I did was I normally grab the broom, I hit the ceiling or whatever. But on that day, I hit the ceiling a little harder. A little harder than normal. So I guess he didn't like that. The guy, he didn't like it. So when I did that, he opened the balcony door, and he just went onto the balcony and he started barking at me. He started like screaming, like, what are you doing? And calling me names and, you know, cursing at me in Spanish. And I just let him know, bro, you need to stop, man. I mean, yo, these floors are very thin and they're very low. I mean, I hear everything. When you make noise, bro, like when you drop those weights, when you play basketball or whatever, everything shakes down here. And he was just went at it. So like 5 minutes passed and I decided to just go outside because I needed to just go outside. I needed like a little breather. I needed to get out of the apartment. So when I went outside, one of the maintenance guy from the apartment complex approached me. He was just walking by and he approached me and he asked me like, you know, like, everything okay? And I told him, I was like, man, I'm just tired of these people. Ever since they moved, they've been making noises and you guys know about it. I reported it to you guys and you guys haven't done anything. But this guy just looked at me. And when he looked at me, he was on his phone. When he looked at me, he just turned around and he went back where he came from. So when he did that, I decided to just go back, you know, back to my apartment. When I decided to go back to my apartment, I see him and two females coming like towards me. Like they were just trying to like speak to me, but him and one of the females stopped halfway. And then the complex manager, she approached me. She was gonna approach me. So when I saw that they were coming, you know, towards me, I didn't go upstairs. I came back outside so I can speak to her. So she approached me and she started asking me, you know, like, hey, what happened? I heard someone screaming and things like that. Like, yeah, this guy was just screaming. He was just going crazy. And out of the blue, she asked me, do you have a gun on you? And I said, no, I don't have no gun on me. Like, why you ask me that? Are you sure? And I said, yes, I do not have a gun. And she said, no, because it's been reported that you have a gun. And I went like that. I said, no, I have a gun. And, you know, all I had was my cell phone. Like 3 minutes later, this guy showed up on an unmarked car. It was like a black SUV. He showed up with a police uniform. He never introduced himself. And he asked what happened. As you can see it on the video. I didn't say anything. She right away responded and she told him, everything is cool. I don't know if you could hear in the video, but she told him like, everything is fine. Everything is cool. And when he approached, I was calm. Like I was never aggressive. I was never, you know, I was always calm. But mind you, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why he's there for. I don't know, you know, like, I don't know what's going on. So when he asked her what was going on, she told him that, you know, all of a sudden, out of the blue, he just asked me to put my hand forward, like, put your hand forward. And I'm like, you know, I was in shock. Like, you know, for what? Like, first of all, I didn't like his demeanor. Like, when I saw him, I didn't like his demeanor. I felt like he was just going to do something right away. You know what I mean? Like, I was just like, you know what? So when I saw that and he asked me that, so my reaction was just grab your phone and start recording because you don't know what's going to happen. So when I went to grab my phone, that's when everything happened. Hands on right away.
How you doing, man?
Nobody wants that. Nobody wants it.
Hey, what's going on today?
Hey.
Yes, Alicia.
I'm just talking with this gentleman. He's a resident on our second floor. He's having problems with the person upstairs.
Okay.
I think we're all good.
All right.
We just want to...
All right, we're sent to the
Just do me a
left.
favor. Just put your hands like this. Put your hands like that. I'll tell you, put your hands like that. Put your hands together. Don't reach into anything. Don't reach into anything.
Hey,
don't reach into anything. What did I tell you to do with your hands?
Why are you grabbing my hand?
Why?
For?
Because somebody told me you're armed. That's why.
Give me your
That's
badge
why.
number. Give me your badge
That's
number.
why. And when I say put your hands together, that's not reaching
number.
in.
Give me your hand and badge
That's not
number.
reaching in.
Give me your hand and badge number.
I'll give you the badge.
Give me your hand and badge number.
Yeah, we're
You're being
detaining one.
detained.
For what?
Okay?
For what?
Because somebody said you're out here armed.
Can somebody
threatening
please
to
record
shoot somebody.
this?
That's
You
why.
got your body cam on?
Yes, I do, sir.
You got your body cam on?
Yes.
Everybody's
Yes, I do.
got body cam.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Everybody else can slow down. We have
I'm not
one
resisting.
detained.
I'm not resisting.
You have a firearm on you?
Oh, you're not 10-12.
I don't answer questions.
Okay.
So when he arrived, he never told me why he was there for. You know what I mean? Like, bro, if you're professional enough, just showed up, you know, and ask me questions or investigate first. You know what I mean? Like, if I was to be that officer or that lieutenant or whatever, I would show up and I would ask you, hey, man, it's been reported that someone matching your description have a gun. I don't see no gun. I don't see you being aggressive or anything like that. Do you mind if I search you down? Of course. Go ahead, pat me down. I mean, I know it's a gun involved. Go ahead. I'm going to let you pat you down. But no, he never said anything like that. He just went hands on right away. So as soon as he did that, I told him, hey, man, because I didn't know who he was. He never introduced himself. So I told him, hey, who, you know, I need your give me your badge number. Give me your name and give me your badge number right away so I know who you are. He never gave me anything. He started searching me. I never gave him any consent to search me. He searched me right away. He didn't find a gun. He kept on searching me, and he just, they just put handcuff on me, and they took me away. And it was frustrating. Like, I was nervous. I was like, yo, what's going on? When I see those officers behind me with machine guns, that's when I was like, hey, this is serious. Everything happened so fast, bro, that I couldn't say anything. So what I did was I just decided to just stay quiet. You know what I mean?
Let's speak to you.
Go ahead.
I got you back. Speak to you.
Let's go over here. Anyone get your ID or anything, boss?
No, I don't answer questions.
You don't answer any questions? Well, if you fail to ID yourself, it's a charge, right?
I don't answer
I'm just
questions.
asking for your ID.
I don't
If
answer
you fail to ID yourself, it's over here.
I got the right to remain silent.
Right, you also need to ID yourself or it's an extra charge. We're not asking you any question about what
I
happened. We're
got
just
the
trying to
right
figure
to
out who
remain
you are.
silent.
Yeah, I think you got your rights misunderstood because you have to ID yourself. It's a law.
What crime have committed?
We suspect you of committing a crime and you need to
Suspecting
ID
is not
yourself.
committing a crime.
Okay, that's fine. It could just be an extra charge. That's fine if you want to play hardball. You guys want to tell us who he is or anything, so. Can you just hold him real quick so I figure out what's going on? What happened today?
Today, he was he just started yelling.
Okay.
I mean, every time, and this is on a daily basis. Sometimes I just don't report it anymore because it doesn't bother me. But he just every night he just.
When did the gun come into play? Like, why are we here right now? We're not in here because he's banging on the ceiling with a broom, right?
So he has a gun.
Okay.
I didn't know
So
that.
how did that come?
I've been telling them, please release me, let me go, please. It's been so many times that I've been telling them to let me go.
We just got to figure out what happened with it. Him's different than
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Let me go talk to this guy. Explain why he got put in handcuffs. I'm not going to ask any questions, but I'm just going to tell you something for your safety. We're responding here because there's a report of somebody armed matching your description. When I clearly demonstrate, put your hands together like this, okay, that's to make sure you don't have a weapon on you. The not very smart thing to do is at that point reach into your pocket.
I don't know what you were here for.
You don't have to know why I'm here.
Yes, I am. Yes,
you
I
don't
do.
have to know why I'm
yes,
here.
I do.
Like I said, I'm not asking you questions. I'm just trying to give you some advice for your safety, okay?
I'm a grown man. I know about my
Okay,
safety.
you could be a grown man all you want to, okay? But it's not the smart thing to do, all right? To reach into your pockets, all right? We're going to do things safely, whether you like it or not. We don't have time to be.
Hey, I don't want to hear you no more.
Okay.
I don't want to hear you no
don't
more.
have to.
All right, so don't raise your voice at me, all right?
That's why you're in handcuffs.
What's your name?
Lieutenant Collins.
What's your badge number?
I'm the lieutenant, okay? 16439.
Thank you. That's
Okay?
it.
I've got multiple officers approaching you with rifles in the back,
It's all good.
and you reach into your pocket. Not very smart.
I mean,
If you're having a problem with your neighbor, we're here to sort that out.
How? By putting me in handcuffs?
Yeah. Yeah.
What a way to solve a problem.
For the Escalation 1033 an emergency east. There's no emergency north at 1835.
I'm talking with your property manager. I understand your frustration with the neighbor. I totally understand that. The best thing to do is you get on the phone and call us and tell us what they're doing there.
I already
Tagging
have
you.
that. I've been calling you guys. I already did that.
It's the
like
first
3
time.
times.
First time
Go
we've been
check-
out
go
here that
check-
I know
go
of.
check the record.
The first time we've been out here that we know of. Okay?
I have done everything. Everything.
Okay.
Solve
Well,
this problem.
we're here to solve it today. Okay.
Well, but
all right.
Look how you treated me.
What?
And I'm not the one. I'm not the one with the problem.
Listen, you're just in handcuffs. You're safe, right?
Well,
did anybody hurt you?
Why
Did anybody hurt you? Why?
Yeah.
Because you reached into your pocket, sir.
Is that a crime?
When you're supposed to be armed and out here threatening to shoot somebody?
It's not a crime.
Okay. Well, that's how we
All right.
handle it. We put you in handcuffs to make it
Okay.
safe.
All
So
right.
that way we don't have to do anything other than put you in handcuffs. It's not that difficult. It's really not.
Officer Shield, the one that initiated the arrest, he kept on asking me about my ID. He kept on asking me about my identification. I told them, hey, I got the right to remain silent. Like, I didn't want to say anything to this guy. Like, I didn't want to speak to them. Like, I don't want to incriminate myself. Look how they acted. I felt like anything that I would say was, it was going to incriminate me, because they were looking for that. They were just looking for me to say any little thing, because they have no reason to arrest me. So he kept on asking me for my for my ID, but I knew they already had my information. They had my information from the apartment complex, which I don't know why they gave them my information, because it was no crime committed. They violated my rights there too. I mean, it was no crime committed. It was no, they shouldn't be giving my information like that. You know what I mean? But they have my information. So why you still keep asking me for my ID? Why you still keep asking me for my information? So they just needed a reason, to justify the arrest. So that's all he was asking me. The other officers that were there, they were quiet. One of them wanted me to speak. They wanted me to give him a statement. And I told them, I don't want to speak to you guys.
Has this guy upstairs threatened you or done anything to you today? Because he's going to tell us his version of the story. I want to get your version of it. You have any ID on him?
He's refusing to give us his name. And so I'm going to afford you one last opportunity to provide us with the name. Or any of your information. First name, last name, middle name, date of birth.
Stop threatening me. Do what you got to do, bro.
I'm not threatening you. I'm simply saying
You got the right to remain silent, right?
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm not asking you something from me.
I want to give you the opportunity for you to tell us your side. Okay? But there has to be somewhat of some compliance here, so that way I can say, take him out of handcuffs, get a statement from you, and everything else. But your inability to listen and follow instructions.
Bro, you put me in handcuffs for no fucking reason.
It's a very good reason, sir.
No, it's not.
It's a very good reason.
Not.
Okay.
For me putting my hand in my pocket?
Yes. Yes.
Is that a crime?
When you're supposed to be armed, yes.
Supposedly it's not a crime, brother.
Yeah, it's called resisting.
What do you mean resisting?
You were given clear instructions on what to do. The nature of the call dictates what we do. Whether you like that or not. It's the nature of the call.
My boss is affording you the opportunity to tell us your side and what you want.
I'd like to take you out of handcuffs and get your statement so you can tell me what's going on with the neighbor that has you so upset.
I think that's extremely respectable. Speaking to you, trying to work with you, but you're not working with you.
You don't handle business.
You
don't put me in handcuffs for no fucking reason.
She's saying that it's an officer on scene.
First of all, you have to investigate first.
Support India.
That's what you got to do. You got to investigate.
First thing we do is make it safe. First thing we do is make it safe. The first thing we do is make it safe. That's the very first thing we do. All right? What you don't do is what you want to do to get yourself hurt. Now, you're too upset to understand that right now. We're trying to give you some time to calm down. But he's giving his side of the story. So if it's one-sided, just remember, we gave you the opportunity.
This is with Colonial and Country.
He's the caller. I guess he saw him standing like right here, hands in a hoodie, and he saw the butt of the gun hanging out of the bottom of the hoodie. Because he had heard them arguing, the neighbors arguing before, and then he saw him standing here, so he walks up and he's like, "Oh, what's going on?" He's like, "Oh, fuck, I'm waiting for the neighbor," but he never like brandished it. He said he was never like waving it around or anything, but he's like, "I don't care if they fight, but if he's gonna shoot somebody, I gotta call." So.
Where's the gun at now? Do you know?
No, I don't know. I don't know if he went back in the apartment.
Is this guy sitting up pointing or anything? He was out here with the gun.
Oh, this guy was out here?
No, that guy.
I saw him.
No,
As
when
we were walking out.
we came out, all three of us, he walked in.
He walked back. He walked in and then he walked back out. Yeah. And then that's when I asked him, "Did you put anything? Did you have a gun? Did you put it away?"
So nobody saw a gun?
Huh?
You saw a gun? What part of the gun did you see?
The butt. He had it.
Like how much of it?
Like literally
Like this much?
Yeah, like
You can't grab this, obviously.
This.
Okay, so like this much sticking
Yeah,
out.
because he had it in the hoodie, and he had his hands in the hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see like the butt. I'm not done my own.
Right, okay.
So I was like, okay, let me just go report it.
And then you saw it, and then what?
And I just made it look stupid. Like, let me get a phone call, and I walked to the...
Did he say anything to you? Or?
She, like I told him, he was like, I'm just waiting for them. We heard them arguing when we was talking.
Did,
that was
yeah.
them.
He and I were talking over here in the parking lot, and these two
like,
were arguing.
When he said here, I'm waiting for the neighbor. What was his like neighbor?
He was upset. Mad, bro.
Was he like yelling at you?
No, he was
not like
calmly
you,
upset.
But like, he was
like calmly upset. Like he's being that I serious. That's why I got nervous, and then I looked down, see the pistol. I was like, okay.
So then she and I were in the office. He came in the office, said, "There's a guy out there." We walked out. That's when he went
Hey, I know you know what you're doing, but the LT told me to tell you a couple things, so if I didn't do it, then I wouldn't be following the chain. But he asked to make sure you ran the criminal history, see if you can even own a gun. We can't charge him.
I didn't run him on telly because he doesn't want to ID himself.
Right, but I think they're going to give you his ID. That's what they were saying. Because he's a resident, they know who he is. They were supposed to give him that for him.
I think they just gave to Mark, maybe.
Okay. Second thing is, like, make sure that when he came here, we had a guy with a gun threatening to shoot people.
Yeah.
And when he saw her talking to that lady, he was like, "Hey,
what lady was it?"
This lady right here.
Okay.
He said, "I can't let him fucking sit there and shoot this lady." So that's why he stepped in.
Is he writing himself out?
Yeah, I told him that.
You better. Because this is his arrest, essentially. I
told him, I said, "Hey, LT, they're gonna pass me for something." He said, "No problem."
Yeah.
So,
right.
But what forced this was him and concern for her. And then when he went to put his hands in his pocket, we got a guy that's fucking...
No, yeah, I got all that, yeah.
I got to cover it.
You told me. We're good.
Just going to sit and watch. Let's come on. What's up, big daddy? How are you, buddy? Good.
What?
Make sure you put on there that you give him every opportunity to tell his side of the story and identify himself. And he said, what did he say? I want to talk to a lawyer?
I have the right to remain silent.
Yeah, put that in there. But he said make sure you put in there that you get multiple opportunities.
I'm gonna have you look at it, even though it's a misdemeanor. It's gonna be short, because it's pretty much what he said, and then a little bit, and then my alpha will be longer. But I'll send you the charging. I'll have you check the charging affidavit when I get done, just to make sure we're good.
Yep.
All right.
I thank you.
Yep.
So the charges, they just charged me with resisting arrest. The first charge was from Lieutenant Collins. He charged me with resisting arrest because I went and trying to grab my phone to start recording. That was the reason why I got that resisting arrest charge. And the second resisting arrest charge was because I didn't want to identify myself. So the rookie cop, I called him the rookie cop because Officer Shield, I felt like he was a rookie. You could see it, the way he was acting, his demeanor. You could see he was. So because I didn't want to identify myself, he charged me with resisting arrest also.
Body-worn camera footage from both officers shows Mr. Vasquez complying with all instructions. The footage contradicted the false police report claiming Mr. Vasquez resisted arrest. Despite this evidence, Mr. Vasquez was jailed for over 30 hours, denied his prescribed medication, and subjected to medical neglect, worsening his injuries.
So they took me to jail on Friday, spent almost 3 days in jail. I came out Sunday morning. I couldn't believe, man. I couldn't believe that they took me to jail for no reason and just throw me in there for no goddamn reason for almost 3 days, man. And I spent those 2 days in jail just waiting for someone to bail me out. I have no way to contact anybody because I didn't have my phone with me. They seized my phone. They took my phone away. I have to call the bail bond. service for them to bail me out. So I got out of jail, and when I got out, approximately a week later, I should say, like a week later, they dropped the charges. Like I couldn't find any record of my incident or anything like that. So that surprised me a little bit. I'm like, okay, like why do they drop the charges right away? You know what I mean? Like I never went to court for it, like nothing. They just dropped the charges right away.
On April 10th, 2025, Assistant State Attorney Kristen Holodick reviewed the evidence, including body-worn camera footage, and dismissed all charges against Juan Vasquez. A no information notice was filed stating there was insufficient evidence and the case was not suitable for prosecution. Mr. Vasquez was released after spending over 30 hours in jail, suffering physical and psychological trauma from the wrongful arrest.
No apologies, nothing. I made a complaint to the internal affair. They responded and they said that everything was fine, that everything that he did was legit. And when I read that, that's when I knew. I was like, man, the system is messed up. The system is messed up because obviously I'm pretty sure you guys saw the video and what you guys saw was not okay.
On April 24th, 2025, Mr. Vasquez filed a formal complaint with the Internal Affairs section of the Orlando Police Department against Lieutenant Collins and Officer Shields. Internal Affairs Investigator Amanda Solis Dowson classified it as a general complaint and cleared all officers of wrongdoing. The Internal Affairs report concluded no policy violations occurred, despite the clear body cam evidence, dismissed charges, and documented injuries. No disciplinary action was taken against Lieutenant Collins or Officer Shields.
Hey, I respect the police, man. I always did. I respect what they do because they put their life in danger for us. But also, I know some of them are corrupt, but I don't judge everyone. I don't judge anyone, but I should say. But based on this action, bro, I view the police different now, for sure. Because it makes me feel like they just out there to arrest people for no reason. Like they just need to arrest someone because they had all the chance in the world to let me go, and they didn't. They decided to just throw me in jail for no reason. So after that, man, like, you know, I have nightmares, bro. Like literally, like I think about it every single day. Every single day I think about it. And I ask myself, like, why? You know, it was why? Because I didn't want to speak to them. It affected me a little bit. I'm gonna be honest. It's just like I said, I don't, sometimes I'm just home and I'm thinking about it, like, because everything after that, everything changed, man. It haven't stopped. Like my life changed completely. I lost my job. I lost my apartment.
You don't live at that apartment complex anymore?
I'm in a hotel right now. I don't live in the apartment complex anymore because when I got out of the apartment, when I got out of jail, when they released me from jail, the apartment decided to just give me an eviction notice because of the disturbance that I created. When they were the one who created the disturbance by calling the police on me, by making that false police statement. It was a false police report that you guys created, that you guys made. I didn't have a gun on me. I had my cell phone. As you can see on the video, it was the same. It was the same side of my shirt that the apartment complex maintenance guy described that I had the gun. It was my cell phone there. If you listen to the 911 call, you will see that there were never a gun involved. If you listen to the tenant statement, he was shocked when he heard that there was a gun involved because there were never a gun. You know, so by you creating that false statement, that false police report, you were the one who created all this scenario, not me. I was in that apartment for 6 years. 6 years, and everything was on point. Everything, no complaints about me, nothing. Rent on point, everything. I'm trying to file a lawsuit. I'm still having difficulty finding an attorney to file, you know, a federal lawsuit against these officers that did this to me. I'm not gonna let this go because I'm pretty sure that if they did it to me, they have done it to other people. It's not right.
At the time of me recording this video, Juan Vasquez is actively seeking to file a civil rights lawsuit related to his wrongful arrest, alleging excessive force, false imprisonment, and malicious prosecution. However, he is currently in need of legal representation. If anyone knows a qualified civil rights attorney willing to help, please reach out to Juan directly. His contact information will be provided in the video description. The case of Juan Vasquez is a clear example of how false accusations, police abuse, and systemic failures can destroy lives with no consequences for those in power. Despite body-worn camera footage proving Juan's cooperation, and despite charges being dismissed by the state's attorney due to lack of evidence, the Orlando Police Department refused to hold its officers accountable. Juan Vasquez, a man with no prior criminal history, endured physical injuries, medical neglect, and psychological trauma, all because officers escalated a situation without cause and fabricated charges to justify their misconduct. To this day, Lieutenant Nick Collins and Officer Sebastian Shields have faced zero accountability. Internal Affairs closed the case without action, ignoring the glaring contradictions between the official reports and body cam footage. Juan Vasquez continues to suffer, not just from his injuries, but from the knowledge that the system meant to protect the public has failed him entirely. His story is a reminder that without transparency and real accountability, police misconduct will continue unchecked. This isn't just about one bad arrest. This is about a broken system that protects the officers at all costs, while innocent civilians pay the price.
People say that, you must cooperate with the police. I agree at some point. But when you behave like this, you got to stand up for your rights. So know your rights. What happened to me could have been a lot worse if I didn't know my rights.